Hello, my name is Jatlu, and I like spraying people all over the wall with a shotgun. Or curb stomping them, or sawing them in half. Yes, I'm a very violent person. Well, maybe that's because I'm playing Gears of War 3 Beta. And here you go. Now, the beta has been out for about 3 weeks now, and for what I have played, it's very fun, and I look forward to the full game being released this September, I'm pretty sure. And a lot of things to talk about. Not really going to talk much about the maps and stuff, because at this point anyone who's interested in this game knows all the maps, knows everything about the beta. But I am going to talk about my personal preference and ideas I have for what Epic should keep or get rid of for the main game when it is released. And that's more focused on weapons. But first I'm gonna just start about just things, cool ideas I think overall that were introduced that I liked. I like the new game modes, Capture the Leader. It's a lot more controlled than the mayhem that was Submission in Gears of War 2, when there was only one person who you could cap at this point. There's two people you can cap. Everyone gets a team leader, and then the team leader has some abilities that the normal characters do not have, such as seeing through walls using the TACCOM. And I think that was really cool how they introduced that, because Submission basically was just a bunch of people running into what was a massacre in the middle, and then whoever had the better players usually won the cap. And that's it really didn't give anyone else another chance, because people would just run in, get one shots with a shotgun, and then roll out while one person just hot in the corner with the captured prisoner. And now they really, I think they balanced it out a lot more. I also like the maps too, by the way. The maps are very balanced. They're completely symmetrical. I believe the only one that is not really symmetrical is Old Town. I don't know if you noticed, the locust spawn is a lot higher, and I don't know if that affects it much, but I think you can throw grenades farther on the locust side than you can on the cog side. I don't know, maybe it's just limited range, and then I'm just thinking arc would matter like it would in any other game like COD or Halo. But I don't know, that's just a little thing that I noticed. Other than that, all the maps are completely symmetrical. All the power weapons are in the middle, which is nice. They got pistols close to the spawn, so people can grab better pistols right out of the gate, which is really cool, and it adds more interesting factor, especially for people who want to try to like snipe across the map with the bolt-off pistol, which we all know is really fun. And for the weapons that you start with, I'm really glad that Hammer Burst and Gnasher are back. I like the introduction of executions for guns like the Lancer that didn't really have their own execution in Gears of War 2. I also like the Gnasher, how it's back, and it's I think, I can't tell if it's toned down or not. I think they might have actually kept it the same. Maybe it's just the rest of the guns. But what I do know is that you got your three primaries: the Lancer, the Retro Lancer, and the Hammer Burst. Retro Lancer adding a lot more punch than the regular Lancer, and but a slower fire rate, and it's got the new bayonet, which is pretty cool. I enjoyed the bayonet a lot. It's really fun to mess around with, but the only problem I didn't like about it is that it's the one thing in the world that takes a longer execution than the chainsaw. And you're just basically a sitting duck when you got a enemy on the end of your gun just kind of floating there. So there's really not much you can do at that point. But I do enjoy the bayonet a lot. I thought it was a really cool addition. It added more of a rush factor to the game. But what I do not like is the damage of the Retro Lancer. I hope to keep the Retro Lancer in the game. I just hope there's a way for them to tone it down just a little bit, just to make it more fair. Because right now, you'll see people getting down faster with the Retro Lancer than they will with a Gnasher close range. And I think what they could do, if they're going to tone down the Retro Lancer, is actually pump up the Hammer Burst. Because the Hammer Burst, for what it is, it doesn't have a chainsaw, it doesn't have a bayonet. All it has is aim down the sights, which is a cool feature. but the regular aiming in is already accurate enough. So I'm really hoping they can up the damage on the hamburgers instead, just to make it a little bit more fair. The rest of the guns, such as torque bow and stuff that are back, perfectly balanced. They're just the way they were in Gears of War 2. I don't know how to put it. The hit markers, I mean, I really don't know how to say it. Like, the way the hit works for guns like snipers and stuff, it's almost 100% chance. If you hit him in the head, it registers. It's not like Gears of War 2. Sometimes it'd be like the game would think it was like a neck shot or something. You hit him in the head, you hit him in the head. That's game over. It's over. And that's only in the beta, and the beta has a couple glitches that I've noticed that aren't really too major. It's just stuff like character selection. Sometimes you select like Kansas or something, and then you end up playing as a drone for the first couple rounds. I don't know, it's little stuff like that, but stuff that's actually like gameplay, like such as headshots, registering, stuff like that, are perfect, and they work almost every time. The new shotgun, the double barrel shotgun, I feel like that is perfect. Comment if you think something is wrong with it. People say it's overpowered, but what they tend to forget is that the Gnasher is not meant to be a close range shotgun. It has the range of a hip firing Lancer, pretty much, at least accuracy wise, and you can down people with the Gnasher from so far, and people forget that. People just try to rush and get the one-shot kills, but for a gun that's only designed as a one-shot kill, I feel like the double barrel shotgun has a lot to offer, and it has a lot of downsides, such as the reload time being so long, but it still works pretty well. And I do enjoy the cone factor, as anyone that's really like in front of you pretty much dies almost instantly, whether they're rolling or something like that. You can just hit fire. It's a kill. It's always a kill. It's a one-shot kill. And I'm loving the cone factor for another reason, just because you can kill more than one person with just one shot, which is really cool. And I've gotten tons and tons of doubles. I've only gotten one triple with it, and I know on Machinima and stuff there's been a couple like quads, but that's really all I have to say right now. I'm pretty much done. I mean, I'll release another video later talking about more of the weapons, but for right now, that's all I got. I'll see you guys next time.